Can you share the story of how you met?
So yes, we met first time here in the Philippines, 29, 29 of January before 2 days before the blessing. Yes, that time I was very nervous. I just saw my husband only picture that because that time no video call, right? Maybe one time we did call. Yeah. Yeah, but I didn't see really his physical face. So when I arrived here, headquarters, I was thinking my husband is really here and then welcome me. But then that time my husband was not yet arrived in the headquarters, and then another brother, he also thought his spouse is me, so he gave flower to me. Then I was thinking, my husband's face was like that. I was thinking, I was very confused. But then I really couldn't talk English, and also I really couldn't understand English, so I really couldn't communicate any Filipino brothers, sisters, only Japanese I could communicate. So, what did I say flowers? But looks like that person is not my spouse. Then later on, that brother get the flowers, and then he get another person. Then later on, after that, my husband arrived the headquarters, and then we met each other. Then first, my impression was like, oh, very thin. Very thin, eh? Yeah, and then because that time I was quite like a chubby, right? Yeah. More chubby. Healthy. That's why I was thinking, I worry, I need to do diet. Then also that time I really couldn't talk, difficult to ask, difficult to communicate. So that's why I really couldn't understand what he was thinking or what to do. I just really that time I was thinking what to do only. First time I met my wife. Yeah, maybe that time that's why I came late. I did fundraising first to buy flour for you. So, actually, when I came here in Quezon City, first time we met, that was 2 days before the blessing. I met my wife first I received her photo. That was, I think, December of 2008. Because, we joined the matching of Father and Mother Moon. First, I received a photo. When I look at the photo of my wife, wow! Because that time she was, like, business attire, like executive, very nice. So I just immediately, I just even in the photo, God gave me the most beautiful Japanese woman. So that was a month before we met, and then finally when we met here, 2 days before our blessing or like wedding. Yeah. So when I saw her in person, she is more beautiful than in the photo. Yeah, so my heart is really jumping in joy. Like God gave me the really, really God knows the best person. I feel like I won a lottery. God gave me the best person from Japan. So I said, so even though difficult to communicate, but I was really so happy at the time when I first met my wife. And that was our exciting meeting.
I can see like it's a very different perspective. Mrs. Halog and Mr. Halog, with your previous answers, I've like noticed that you were really looking forward with matching and blessing. So we would like to ask like what does receiving the blessing means to you?
Maybe because of my family, the situation also, I really think deeply about marriage, about relationship, man and woman coming together. For me, when I met the Family Federation and there is a matching here, you don't need to choose who will be your spouse. In my point of view, that God is actually the one, making man and woman together through marriage. I really believe that, Heavenly Parent, God also will be the one to know the matching that was being done in the Family Federation. And even in the past, actually in the early years, parents are the ones looking for the spouse of their children. If the children has that kind of, trust and love to their parents, that will hold them to keep that relationship together, whoever their spouse is. When I met the Family Federation, and then there is
what they say, the blessing, for me, I think this is really the best place where I should, marry through the family federation, through the matching and through the blessing. So for me, it's really like really God given. This is the spouse that God gave you. For me, God will always be with you in your relationship because He is the one making this relationship. God give you. So most important, the love should not only be centered with your spouse, but to God. Because the relationship, there will be difficulties. But because that relationship is not only centered between each other, it's actually centering on God. So whatever difficulties in the relationship, you can overcome if it's centered to God. So for me, this is really God's blessing. Once you receive, then you have to keep it, grow, overcome whatever challenges and difficulties because this is from God. So this kind of concept I have. I realized through this, then actually we can build good families if our relationship is centered on God. So this is what I understood about the blessing. So this is from Heavenly Parent, from God. So I need to grow and develop this because really God is in the center of the relationship. That's it. This is the blessing for me.
When I was student age, I really didn't feel hope outside marriage and outside relationship, even friend. And I really didn't hope because I cannot see eternal relationship, even the parent and child, even husband and wife, even siblings, any relationship, I really couldn't see hope. But when I look at two parents and also blessing, only I could see hope and also eternal relationship, the husband and wife, and also parents and child, siblings love, and also grandparents and grandchildren, all relationship, even brothers and sisters, I could see like really hope, like eternal, really true relationship we can make. Yeah, blessing is really eternal life for me.
For the next question, this is for both of you. So, how long have you been married?
Yeah, so this year, actually next month, February 14, already 15 years.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you very much.
What was the most challenging experience you had as a couple and how did you overcame it?
After the Stott family, because he was always in the public mission, and also his mission is going around like Philippines, even Asia, another countries. What is difficult was always I need to spend without my husband, especially after I gave birth first son. Till that time, my English still very difficult. If my husband is outside, if for example my son got sick, then I'm the one need to take care or need to bring the hospital. That time I was very challenging because I couldn't understand what doctor is talking. That challenging for me, like yeah, how to protect my children if my husband is out. Yeah, but of course, that time I remember also I was some helping sisters, helping his auntie also. But like maybe as a newly couple, especially first child, that moment was quite challenging for me.
That's what my wife was sharing because also I'm always away actually because of my work and my mission in the family federation. Because even before we met each other, already I am here and we are committed to live beyond actually our as a family. We are trying to contribute in the bigger scale, building wonderful community. So yeah, because of my mission, so most of the time I'm not home. When I come home, I can feel the difficulty of my wife. I can feel and in my on my side, how can I comfort actually my wife? I'm always thinking how to help her because when we just started family, my wife actually wanted to go back to Japan many times. She doesn't want to stay here in the Philippines, and but I am really grateful to my wife because she understood what I am doing, my responsibility. Because of that, she stayed, and even though very difficult, but in my heart, that was also very painful in my heart. And I wanted to really comfort my wife. I wanted to support my wife, but really the situation doesn't really cooperate so much because of that situation. But whenever I come and I feel the difficulty of my wife, I really do my best to serve, take care of the house chores, and take care of our children whenever I'm home. So yeah, I think with this one, and then really I'm doing everything to really love my wife, to show to my wife how much I love her, how much I take care of her, and I always remember my promise to my wife. When we get married, I will do my best to become the best husband in the world. So I am always remembering that despite difficulties, and I think when I'm home, our relationship, I think that's the most important. Love relationship as a couple, I think that's very, very important. Whenever we have difficulties, when we talk nicely and discuss well, and of course as a couple, the love relationship, actually we can overcome any difficulties, and every time like we renew our relationship and we are ready again to overcome more difficulties and challenges. This kind of situation, whenever we talk and discuss, we just cry together. Yeah, we remember our commitment, why we reach this point, or we heavenly parent or God bring us together. So we always try to remember it's just beyond our relationship as a couple. Difficulties and challenges we have to overcome. So these kinds of ones we are reminded, and we try to support each other, and then really make good relationship with my wife. Actually, we overcome everything, and we can start like a new level, and we are ready to face more challenges again. This kind of situation in our life. Yeah.
What were your best moments together?
Best moments together with my wife. Oh, a lot of best moments. When we just started family last 2010, my wife, financially also not so easy. A small allowance I'm receiving, and then my wife also is not working when she came. She has some money when she came, and then just few months already no more. So after we get married, my wife decided to go back to Japan for a few months. I think September, around 5 months. And yeah, I think with that situation we had, I don't want to be separated because we started families, we have to be together. So what I did that time, because I want my wife to come back immediately. So immediately I booked a ticket for my wife, and then we went to Cebu, I think for 3 days, that time for 3 days. So like, because we don't have time for honeymoon, so I used that opportunity because I wanted her to come home already. So she worked for 5 months there, and then so I immediately booked ticket. Already we have ticket. You have your ticket. You need to come back already because we started already family. So yeah, so because of that, I booked tickets. So yeah, we could spend some time in Cebu City, like our honeymoon after our wedding. So I think that was very good for us. And I think the best moments, of course, we're having some dates. The most important is when we are together and intimately sharing. And I think especially when we are really, making love together with my wife, because actually, yeah, heavenly parent is when husband and wife are coming together, really the best part where the couple can have heavenly parent in their midst is actually when they are having love relationship, because that's the relationship that is not present aside from husband and wife relationship. So when you become husband and wife already, that moment in your life, you need to make that a moment of comfort each other, and also comforting heavenly parent. When you have that good relationship, actually whatever difficulties you can overcome. And that's really where the deepest presence of heavenly parent can be experienced by husband and wife. So if husband and wife have good relationship like that, even when I hear some elder couples, they're saying that it's really true. It's really true. So I think that is the best moment. Difficulties are always there. There are casual things, but ultimately that relationship where heavenly parent can be in your midst, and like really renewing your relationship. Whatever difficulties, actually, whenever we have some difficulties and misunderstanding, we can talk. But ultimately, to solve that, need to have husband and wife relationship. Everything can be solved. Start a new beginning. So it was really amazing. So I think this is the best part, where heavenly parent come and dwell. I think that's the most important. Yeah.
The started family this 14 years, right?
15 years next month.
Start family.
Yeah, 2010, right? Yeah. September, August we started, August 2010.
Yeah.
Yeah, 14 years.
For around 14 years, I also got quite heavy sick, and then I was admitted hospital few times. Yeah, that time I really couldn't understand the doctor's advice, nurse, and then the hospital situation also very different Philippines and Japan. I was like a very weak internally, externally many times. But that time he was here. He really took care of me like a baby. Like yeah, what I want to eat, he served me. Like he make food, he make drinks, and then he bought food. Like stay small room in the hospital few days, and then take care of me. Like that moment, very difficult physically situation, but really my heart was comforted. That experience, yeah, best moment.